The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. You ever notice how even the smallest light changes a room? You could be sitting in pitch black, can't see your hand in front of your face, but the moment you flick on a flashlight or strike a match, everything shifts. The shadows scatter. The corners aren't as intimidating anymore. That's what this verse in John reminds me of. That even when the world looks darker than it's ever been, light still wins. Every single time. Darkness doesn't have power of its own. It's not a force that fights light. It only exists where light isn't. That's why the enemy tries so hard to make us feel hopeless or overwhelmed. Because if he can get us to cover our light, he doesn't have to fight it. There was this time years ago when I was on a night ride. Just me, my bike, and a narrow trail out in the woods. I charged my headlamp before heading out, but about halfway through, it started to flicker. I still had miles to go, and I could feel the woods closing in. Every sound got louder. Every shadow looked like something moving. I slowed down, debating if I should turn back, when I noticed something. The moonlight had come up through the trees. It wasn't bright, but it was enough. I could still see the path. I didn't have the strong beam I started with, but I had enough light to keep going. And that's the thing. God's light doesn't always blind the darkness with brilliance. Sometimes it's just a quiet, steady glow that helps us take one more step, or pedal one more stroke. We live in a world that's obsessed with darkness. The news, social media, politics, everything's designed to stir up fear and division. It's easy to look around and think, man, this place is getting worse every day. But that's not the full picture. The darker it gets, the easier it is to see who's carrying the light. And folks, that's you. That's me. That's anyone who refuses to give up hope. Yeshua didn't tell us to curse the darkness. He told us to shine. That doesn't mean pretending everything's fine. It means choosing to be kind when the world's cruel. Choosing to forgive when bitterness feels easier. Choosing to speak truth when lies are louder. Sometimes we think our light isn't bright enough to matter. Maybe you feel like, what good does my little spark do in all this mess? But here's the truth. Light doesn't need to compete. It just needs to exist. Even a flicker can guide someone home. There's something deeply spiritual about light. It reveals what's hidden, it brings warmth, and it helps life grow. That's what the presence of God does inside us, the Ruach HaKodesh. His Spirit shines through every act of love, every encouraging word, every time we choose faith over fear. I know life can feel heavy. Lord, do I know. You might be carrying things that make you want to hide your light. Grief, guilt, disappointment, exhaustion. But hear this. The darkness cannot overcome it. It doesn't matter how long the night feels. Dawn's already written into the story. So wherever you are, keep shining, even if it's just a small light right now. Keep showing up. Keep believing. Keep being that quiet glow in a world that forgot what hope looks like. Because one light can start a chain reaction. One flame can ignite 1,000 others. And before you know it, what once was darkness starts to fade under the warmth of 1,000 little lights, all burning bright because one person refused to quit. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Until next time, Abba willing, Shalom, Shalom.